Finding a qualified direct response copywriter. Many business owners end up tearing their hair out when trying to find a good direct response copywriter. Outsourcing writing is now easier than ever before, as more and more freelance exchange websites spring up with writers offering services for next to nothing. But there's a catch: although the availability of cheap writers has shot through the roof in recent years, finding qualified, experienced copywriters who know how to convert readers to customers is just as hard as it's ever been. Most of the writers calling themselves copywriters on freelance exchange sites are new to the industry and completely green. They have simply heard they can make a good buck as a copywriter, without even really understand what a copywriter does. Converting customers now. Direct response is all about getting a desired reaction from a reader in the present. It's not about building a relationship, although, of course, such a relationship helps increase the conversion rates of direct response copy. But really good direct response copy works to convert a first-time reader, who has had no experience of your product or business, into a buyer. This is a skill that very few writers have. It's built through careful study, experience, and trial and error. If you go hiring a dirt cheap wannabe copywriter from an exchange sites, you may find that your copy becomes part of that trial and error. What you want is a direct response writer who has already been through the ringer of the industry, learning what works and what doesn't. Be prepared to pay. Of course, there's simply no such thing as a really great, cheap copywriter. Some are cheaper than others, and provide similar quality. Work rates are not necessarily the best indicator of quality. You should always treat the process of hiring a copywriter as what it really is, an investment decision. Consider what you're making now from the product, and how much more you could be making if you had an expert direct response copywriter create new sales copy for you. The fees you pay a copywriter should always be considered from this perspective, in terms of return on investment. Some copywriters charge high-end clients thousands of dollars for a sales page. Those clients are willing to pay because they know they'll get their money back within a few months and then continuing earning. That's a good investment. Professionals have a website. Many writers try to build their entire business around using websites like a lance to find clients. But at the end of the day, a business website is a mark of a true professional. A copywriter or writing service must have a website of their own if they want to be taken seriously by clients. A website is also a chance for a writer to display their knowledge of writing and explain what they can do for you as a client. If a writer lacks their own website, you have to question why, especially if they are a web specialist. Don't accept the excuse that they're so busy working for clients that they don't have time to create their own site. Serious business people always have time to present a professional front to the world, no matter how busy they are. They make time because they know their image and online presence are important. Experience matters ultimately. A direct response writer's knowledge and past experiences will play a big role in the effectiveness of your copy. If a copywriter can't produce impressive samples, this should be considered a red flag unless he or she admits being new to the industry and offers lower rates in exchange for the experience and feedback. But again, in this scenario you run the risk of having your copy become an experiment.